Welcome guys. Today's video finds us over here in Nonthaburi. Now I came down here to do a video of the Chaloem Phra Park. I've been trying to get over here, and I get over here and I got half the park tore up. They're doing some renovation. So anyway, we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to go right next door and we're going to check out a second-class royal temple. This is a really nice place. It's was built by King Rama III in 1847. And it was built for his grandparents and his mother. And I know I'm going to butcher the name, but it's Chaloem Phra Kiat Worawiharn, I believe. And it has the normal stuff that you see with Rama III. It has all the Chinese style architecture, has the dragons and all of that. It was his favorite style. He built temples all around here, and they all have that influence. So we're going to look at it. It has an Ubosot, or the ordination hall, and then it has a Wiharn, and in the Ubosot is a huge bronze Buddha. So we'll go take a look at it, and then we'll look at the Chedi. The Chedi is really cool. It's different than anything I've ever seen before. So let's look around and see what we see. Right here on the riverbank is a huge statue of King Rama III. Now he was like a huge trader. He was like a very successful merchant. So he had money to do all of these building projects, and he did a lot of trading with China, and his best friend was a Chinese merchant. So they built temples all around, and it has the Chinese style. And this is the Chaophraya River. So there's people that can come down here and they can feed the fish. You'll see the ferries go by. And I just was watching all these boys here. They were jumping and swimming around. So let's go look at the temple now. And right over there is the park. And then there's the Rama V bridge. And if you remember, I did a video from that night market. Hello. So I did the video from that night market. And I wanted to always come back and take a look at the park. And it's, like I said, it's being remodeled right now. So we'll come back another day, probably in 5 or 6 months when they're done. Are these turkeys? I've never seen these birds here in Thailand. They have them here at this temple. They of course have the chicken, but these look like some wild turkeys that are here. That's interesting. The cock of the walk here. We have a peacock over there. This is the wall that surrounds the temple. Looks like the wall around the Grand Palace, but it's a lot shorter. Then it has all the other buildings inside of it. Has the normal stuff that you see at an active temple. There are monks in residence here. So they do have the crematorium, they do have the bell tower, and they have the residence for the monks. Now you look up here at these buildings, oh, that's cool with the bronze gates, and you see those all those little flowers. That's the dead giveaway for the Chinese style. And there's a humongous general purpose hall back over there. But these buildings are immaculate. They're in beautiful condition. And over here, this is the monk quarters. And then we'll go in here and we'll look at this Wiharn, and then we'll go over there and look in the Ubosot. Check out that little Chedi right there. And it has the Chinese figures in front of it and more Chinese figures over there with elephants and all of that. This is the bell tower. And over the Wiharn, you can see the styling. You see the naga and all those flowers. And then the gates have the swallowtail, the Chinese styling. Yeah, this is just beautiful. These are the monk quarters. You see they're raised up on stilts because we're right here next to the Chaophraya River. But they have the teak wood that they're made out of. All right, let's go into the gate right over here. This rooster over here is being very vocal. Now he's not going to say anything. Yeah, this is a nice look at it straight on. You can see the styling above the gate. Okay, let's go inside here. So this has 3 doors, and then it has 2 windows on it also on this side, which normally you don't see that, but it's really, really wide. And it is in Bangkok styling. So you can see the styling on the door. And it kind of reminds me, it has the birds and stuff like that. The first class temple that has Rama III's ashes has some similar patterns on the doors and the windows. You can see here they've painted this with all of these flowers. And then you look at the ceiling, it has that red and gold. Oh, it's quite nice. Then over here they have a place for the monks to sit. And then some people are tying the little sash on the Buddha. Now if you see here, this is a different pose than you normally see. You see the Buddha is there and it has the fan in front of his face. And what it is it's the Buddha telling the people, giving like a sermon about the Buddha. That's the pose, I guess, is what it is. So he's got the fan in front of his face and he would be talking and telling people how to be good Buddhists. You can see this hall, it is just massive. And it has 3 rows of columns by the front and by the back. And then it has 1 row on each side. Yeah, it's a big hall. Okay, so let's go over and let's look at this Wiharn now. You can see the styling that's painted on the window shutter. So this is what faces out. This is the inside of them whenever it's closed up. And you can get an amulet if you make a 100 baht donation. You can get one of those. And then they have the cabinets over here also. So you see these at a lot of the temples. They'll take the old doors and window shutters and stuff, and they'll make these into cabinets, and it keeps the old with the new. So they use the wood and they'll make them into these cabinets, and then they'll paint all these patterns in it. And what is inside of there is the Buddha teachings. They'll write them on these like leaf type things, and that's the sermon they give. And then you have some other pearl here, the inlay. And you can see how this is kind of sloughing off a little bit. So this is so close to the river, and what happens is the groundwater comes up into the walls through the foundation, and it causes these buildings to flake off like that. So these murals are not going to last forever. Any designs are gone within 20, 30 years or so. These turkey again. And this is really cool styling. You can see the little Chinese plates. Then it goes up into the Chedi, and then the Chinese figures. And then over here is some more of them. Where there is the Chaophraya. And you can come here by boat. That's pier there. And if you came by boat, you just come right out of there and you walk straight through. They have this little building here with the little Chinese lions. And then it has a shrine over here. And then we'll go into this ordination hall now. It looks like the head abbot that's here at this temple. You can see here, this is the ordination hall. So you see the Buasima stones right there. And then there's another little building over there. So these guys came here to make some merit. And this is another just absolutely colossal hall. So you can see how it's decorated out here. And you go up the steps, and we'll take a look inside of here. This will have a Buddha, and I'm not even going to try to say the name. I'll put it in the video. The name of this Buddha is gigantic. This is a bronze Buddha right here. Now the monks are getting ready to do a little bit of their chanting ceremony. So that's what they're getting ready to do here. So we won't be in here very long. You see the red ceiling. And you have pictures of some of the royals. And you can see the window shutters are this gold and black. And all the wallpapering on the side. But this Buddha is colossal. And it's on a huge pedestal. And then you see it has like the Chinese vases and stuff like that. And this is where the head monk will sit. Yeah, this is a nice hall also. So there's a picture of King Rama III, or Rama IX, I mean, with one of the abbots. And then there's, looks like Rama X over there. So you can see the styling here. It's got those flowers and everything again. Yeah, this temple is beautiful, but it is a second-class royal temple. and I was talking to the monk in here that's just recently ordained. He's been here for a couple days, and he was talking a little bit about it. And I asked him why he chose to become a monk at this temple, and it's near his home. And it was pretty fun. His English was fantastic, but he said he's an engineer, and he just took 2 weeks off from work to come over here and become a monk. Okay, so we're gonna look at that Chedi here in a sec, but I wanna look in this hall. It looks like it's open also, maybe. And we'll take a quick look at it. So this looks like a small little Wiharn. Now this temple here is the last temple built by Rama III. It was started in 1847, and Rama III died before it was completed. And King Rama IV, whenever he became king, he took it upon himself to make sure that this temple was finished. You can see the styling here. It's quite nice also. And I put the marble flooring. And this is a simple little shrine. It's really nice. It has the Buddha. And then it has more of the flowers, the same gold. Now, I don't know why, but these lights make they flash. It's something to do with the wattage here. But the lights are not flashing in real life. I see that here in the videos, but something to do with the software and all of that. So here is the Buddha. It has the peacock feathers. And then you have the little bust of King Rama IV. Yeah, this is a nice little hall also. Okay, now let's go look at that Chedi. You can see the styling on the windows is the same as in that other Wiharn. And then the flowers painted on the doors. All right, so it sounds like from the speakers that the chanting ceremony is beginning. Now the last part of this temple we're going to look at is this massive Chedi. And it's got some styling that I've never seen before. Now it's the pretty classic bell-shaped top, and then it has the spire that goes up there. But what's different is this right over here. So it has these dragons, and it has the little Chinese styling right here. And it is cool. I have never seen one with this styling right here. And you can see the styling up here. You have the Chinese writing and the Chinese characters. And right up there, you can see the top of the Chedi, how big it is. Yeah, you can see this one from the river. And it looks like we have a little shrine here. So the Thais can come right here and they can lay the flowers and they can burn the oil and all of that, light the candles over here. Now let's see what's up the steps here. So we can come up to the base of the Chedi. You can see they have lights on it. This thing must be 45, 50 meters tall. And we're just on the lower platform. So this is that first Wiharn we went into. There's the ordination hall. And then there's that third building we went into.